record this. Most of the guests that I have come from me, either somebody recommending or me going on Twitter, seeing something interesting, and then following up, asking them to DM me, emailing them, going to their website. I consider this show a collective, and everyone who comes through has to participate. I don't even know, how did I find you? Did I reach out to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw you were a football player.
Yeah, you might have said something sports related. I might have commented. I don't know. I might have commented on something that you said. I think we started a relationship that way.
But it was on Twitter. And
yeah.
Now look, we're damn near married.
Yeah, exactly.
How'd that happen?
Wait, yes. Stop moving my slippers though. The more
you got slippers? You wear slippers? That could be a deal breaker. Oh hell no.
Flip flops.
Are they leather? Are they leather flip flops?
No, they're not leather. They're Crocs.
Oh, I wear Crocs too. We actually might.
They're comfortable.
Aren't they comfortable? Crocs makes the best flip flops. We shouldn't tell.
Crocs is actually giving out free footwear for doctors and nurses.
Are they?
They're doing, a lot of companies are doing, good stuff. They got like special hours and things like that. You can buy stuff and get discounts. But yeah, Crocs is, I don't know if they're still doing it, but they were doing it for a couple of days there. Yeah.
Your routine, is there like a regimen before you go in to service people? Is there like something you have to do?
Hell to the yeah. Before I leave the car, I put my mask on before I leave the car. I swear to God, I put my mask on before I leave the car. I have my white coat. I have one that I wear into the place.
You have one already there.
Yeah.
Mr. Rogers, you like change out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because you want to keep. Oh man, I lost the call.
That's okay. Call back.
I'll call him back. Yeah, I hand sanitize all day, all night. Somebody comes through, they don't have a mask on, they get reprimanded.
Are you afraid of getting it?
I think I already got it. I think I got it early on. I had a period of time when they had like these constellation of symptoms that they didn't know. So I had like a headache and diarrhea. I had diarrhea and fatigue. I was tired for like 4 or 5 days. I couldn't figure it out. I didn't have a cough or fever or nothing.
Right. That was your early indication in your lungs, and hold your breath and all of that, which we know.
So it wasn't until later that there was like diarrhea and headache and mad fatigue. And I was like, yeah, I had all three. I had all three of those for like 4 days.
Are you testing your antibodies, and do you think that's going to matter?
The antibody test, we don't have a good, reliable one yet. So it's not sensitive. So when you look at reliability, sensitivity, too many false negatives. And then we don't know how long the antibody provides you protection or how much of it provides you protection. None of that stuff has been done. So when they're talking about giving people little cards to go back to work, that's bogus. There's no science behind that.
All right, we got to go to the radio. All right.
Back on.
Okay. All right. Hey, Dr. Damas.
Yo. What up? Can you hear me at all?
So I asked you if you
Tucker Carlson?
No, we're going to talk about Tucker Carlson on a radio show. This guy. Oh man, the gaslighting never ends with these people. The unfortunate thing is that there are people that actually listen and they receive that information like it's factual. I was asking you if you were afraid of catching it. You said you think you already had COVID-19. What happens next? And do you believe that there are antibodies? That you'll be
traditionally, the coronavirus is part of that family, the COVID-19. It's not the 19th one, like that dumb woman, whatever her name was. Like, this was COVID.
That's not amazing.
It's not. The common cold is a coronavirus. But, so is SARS and so is MERS. Two different things happen. The common cold, when we get a common cold, we'll develop antibodies, right? But those don't last. And that's why every year during cold and flu season, you get another cold. You didn't really develop, those antibodies don't last for long. Whereas the antibodies for SARS and MERS, we found lasted, SARS disappeared completely. Right. Miraculous on its own, but MERS, it miraculously lasted for, 2 years, right? They were saying two years. So we don't know
Whether it's
if
going to
the,
act like the common cold or act like SARS.
yeah, or MERS, right? If we don't know.
I mean, how cruel would it be if it acts like the common cold?
That would be really whack.
Because
That would be
I
really,
never fear dying from having a cold. This is some bull crap.
it is some bullshit. The thing that's creepy about it, the thing that's really creepy about it is that we know that the only way that you'll be able to figure this out is if you get more information. And the information is not being amassed, right? So it's kind of like, well, I can't answer this question if I don't have the information. Well, how are you going to get the information? Well, I got a test. I need antibody tests. Well, what's up with the antibody test? Well, you see, what happened was we don't really have these tests, and the ones we have, we can't rely on. They opened up. This is another one of the issues that's happening. This is why this bothers me so much. And I said this to you before. This is not the fundamentals of science and medicine. We're not observing this. And when you don't observe the fundamentals, right, you're wild. You're just flailing. And there's no reliability.
How do we open up, and then we got to go back on the radio, but how do we open up a country when there's no real science?
So you're going to open up the country by saying we're going to let some people die, which is the message that they're trying to get out right now. We're going to open up the country, and right now, they're saying, listen, a certain amount of people are going to have to die, and we're willing to accept that. And we'll see what happens.
Realize that the face of COVID-19 is that one.
Exactly. The essential worker doing these, unskilled, quote unquote, unskilled tasks, right? Who commute in mass transit, right? So it'll be buses and trains.
All right. Okay. We got to come back, but I thank you. All right. Later.